A silent voice follows a young man named Ishida, who is plagued by the cruel acts he committed against a deaf girl in middle school named Shoko. Even though she was a new student who just wanted to be friends, Ishida relentlessly bullied Shoko day after day until he took it one step too far. Afterwards, Ishida quickly found himself being bullied by the same people who once supported his actions. After being subjected to this bullying for years, Ishida considers suicide as an escape. But, in the middle of his decision, he reunites with Shoko once again, and as the audience, we follow the two as they reconnect and attempt to gain what they once lost. It is through this narrative that A Silent Voice tackles a lot of powerful subject matter. Bullying, prejudice, acceptance, disability, and suicide are just a few of the things that the audience is made to think about. However, the topic that stayed with me was the theme of forgiveness. Specifically, the theme of forgiving yourself. Ishida believes that no matter what good deeds he does from now on, it will never change what he did in the past. Ishida doesn't want forgiveness, nor does he think he deserves it. That is why A Silent Voice is less so a story about redemption, and more so a story about self-forgiveness. As the audience, we understand that Ishida was just a dumb kid when he bullied Shoko. But despite that, Ishida believes that he is and always will be a terrible person. To Ishida, he is a person that deserves all the pain and hate that is thrown his way solely because of his past mistakes, even if that pain were to lead him to suicide. However, as the film goes on, Ishida slowly begins to reconnect with Shoko and with those around him, and it is through those connections that he begins to truly live for the first time in years. Ishida finally sees that your past actions don't define who you are now, that you can be forgiven. Even if it's not from others, you can at least give forgiveness to yourself. Sometimes we can get so hung up on our past mistakes and decide that those mistakes are who we are. However, the truth is that we are not defined by our past. We always have the capacity for change, and as a result, we can always improve ourselves. As long as you never give up on yourself, you will never fail to grow and to change. And if you're lucky, you will find people who accept and love you for who you are, because you are deserving of that love. Just like with Ishida, it can take us a while to understand what it truly means to love yourself. But if you open yourself up to that love, you will never fail to find some form of happiness.